Good evening and welcome to Fuji Speedway for our sprint today. It's not Interlagos as it says on the screen. We are definitely well prepared. We have a few drivers today ready to compete, and they have just finished their practice, and we'll get going any second now. If you want to compete today, then please, actually you can join the party if you can fill out the form on the MX5 Challenge website on the How to V Sprint page. Then that will give us your details and you'll appear on it. If not, just introduce yourself and we'll add you manually. Our commentator today is Joe Clemo, and I will hand over to him now. Joe.
Hello. We have James coming round at the minute. This will be his first run. Coming down now through Dunlop corner. Coming round the 13th corner of the track into next corner. Through the 15th corner onto a short straight. No problems yet. Through Panasonic and down the long straight to the finish line. We have James has the fastest lap yet with a 1:32. Practice now coming for another. Down through the first corner and the second, coming up to Coca-Cola now. No problems yet. And through the hairpin. Now, Josh here came 7th at Laguna Seca, 1st at the Red Bull Ring event, and 1st at Interlagos. Now coming through the final corner, and he's going to set the time for his first run. Fastest time yet is a 1:32.6. That is a new fastest lap, but he is the only one, so expect it. Now this coming down through Panasonic. Then the start finish straight. And miss the van. Good for your start. Josh Baker has set the fastest time with an 89.757, and Matt Van is now second with a 93.056. Matt Van is at 4 seconds behind Josh Baker, the current leader. And we're now looking at James. Now, James came 10th at the Red Bull Ring event and 5th at Laguna Seca. And we're looking at Mike Lear. Mike has not run an event yet. Hopefully he can make his standing with the other drivers this event. He's coming up to his first run now. Here he goes. Down the straight, good speed coming into the first corner. Looking good. This will be his first run. This will be his first official run of the V-Sprint Challenge. And we're now looking at Tom H. He came. Oh, and he spun out. Now we're looking at Mike Lear again. 47 seconds in. And is now coming. Coming through next, and almost there into Panasonic, and he's off. That is not the best start for Mike Lear on the V-Sprint Challenge. We now have Josh Baker in first with an 89.757. Thomas Harrison Law with a 92.894, Matt Van with a 93.056, and James with a 94.915. Josh Baker seems to have set a very good lap. Nobody's really got close yet. This is almost... And we are now looking at Max Prettyjohns. Again, just like Mike Lear. Now, Max does not set a time yet in the V-Sprint Challenge. This is his first race. In the pink Nissan. Coming now through Panasonic. And we're down the start-finish straight. Could this be a new record? Doesn't look like it. Max has just set a time of... Time has not come through yet. So we now have Josh Baker coming for his second lap. Can he beat his time before of 89.757? We're now looking at Matt Van. Charlie Van, sorry. Says he's not quite as fast as his dad. He's quick online, but his dad will always be faster in real life. This is his first lap. Can he make a standing against Josh Baker? That is the best for that sector. Sector 1 is led by Charlie Van. And now coming through Dunlop. And we're almost into nets here. Slightly on the grass there. Just going to set him back a tiny bit. Coming now through Panasonic onto the straight. In the standings at the minute, we have Josh Baker leading, Mike Lira in second, Max Pretty Johns in third, Thomas Harrison Lord in fourth, Matt Van in sixth, James in seventh, Charlie Van in eighth. And we're now looking at Josh Baker coming in. This is his second run. Will he beat his previous time of 89.757? Nope, he is slightly slower than last time. Barely, but. And we're looking at Jay. We're now looking at Tom Harrison Law. Coming round to set his second run, and he is sixth at the minute. Hopefully he'll set a time faster than Josh Baker. Josh Baker was the first lap of the day, and Tom Harrison Lord is now the quickest through Sector 1 and is coming now. Yep. Past the hairpin, coming up to Dunlop. He's now best through Sector 2 as well. Tom H. Lord now leads Sector 1 and Sector 2. Could this be faster than Josh? Coming now through Panasonic. Slightly slower than everyone else, but maybe that's deceiving. Now on the straight, on the grass a tiny bit, corrects himself. And he is over the line with a 1 minute, and that is the new lap record. We're now looking at Mike Clear again. Now looking at James coming through Panasonic. This will be James's second run. Will he get close to Tom Harrison? That's his best. Sorry, Tom Harrison Lord set his fastest lap last time. Josh Baker is still in the lead. Josh Baker was the first time of the day, so nobody has beat that yet. Now looking at Mike Lear. This will be his second lap. Oh, and he's way drifty around there. Hits the grass, almost spins. That was close, but he's corrected himself. That will be detrimental to his times. And he's almost over the line. As expected, he is 2 seconds slower than his time last time. And we are now looking at Mr. Van. This will be this should be Charlie Van on his first run. That's his best through sector 1. He is now coming through the hairpin. In the standings at the minute, we have still undefeated Josh Baker, Tom Harrison Lord, then we have Matt Van, James in 4th, Mike Lear in 5th, Max Pretty Johns in 6th, Charlie Van in 7th, because he hasn't set the time left yet. Gary McCandless and Ben have still yet to set a time, so Charlie Van is off the track now. Hits the grass a bit and is now, he's off again. Going slightly too fast through these corners, trying to make up time. That hasn't worked, it means he's going to be slower. But it is the first time for him, so there is still much to be improved. People are yet to beat Josh Baker. Josh Baker says he can't race on hill climbs yet because he's not 16, so this is the best he can do for now. Hoping to get into hill climbing in the near future. Well, hill climbing is sprinting on. It's slightly different, but maybe you can carry over his sim racing into real life. Okay, we now have Josh Baker coming round for his 3rd run. Just got to get to the starting line. This could be a quick practice for him. Trying to go as fast as possible. As he should. Josh is a championship contender, definitely, as he came 1st at Interlagos, 1st at Red Bull Ring, and 7th at Laguna Seca. And Laguna Seca, there was quite a lot of people, so 7th isn't that bad. Could be seeing the championship winner, but there is many races to go yet. And nobody knows where we're going. Okay, Josh Baker is now coming up to the starting line. Starting his lap. Racing down the straight into the first corner. This is a tight right-hander. Down the hill into the second corner here. Now on the short straight to Coca-Cola, the 3rd corner, and he is down on his last lap so far. Not very much, but here he is. He's now coming around Coca-Cola. And is now he is slower than his best lap, which is not surprising, is that 89.757 is still leading. Almost, it's about a second in front of Tom Harrison Lord, who is in second. Will he beat his time? He is now on the start-finish straight. It's not going to be quite as fast as his best lap, but that is not really surprising. We're now looking at Phil. We do not have Phil on the never mind, we do have Phil now, just signed up. This will be his first lap. Coming downhill through the first corner. Now coming down through down Coca-Cola. Coming up to the hairpin. Now straight. Coming to Dunlop. Through the 13th corner now. And the 14th and into Nets. Phil Quinn. Gary McCandless has made it into third, overtaking Matt Van. Phil Q is now about to start about to finish his first run. And we're watching We're now watching Thomas Harrison Lord. He's in second at the minute with a 90.749. Just started his third run. Went down into the first corner. Now coming, that is his best for Sector 1 now. I think Josh Baker is still leading in Sector 1 so far, so Tom has still got some time to make up. However, this could be his fastest lap and could overtake Josh Baker in the standings. That is his best through Sector 2 as well now. Coming around these into Nets. 3 sectors on this course. And Tom H. Lord has set his fastest in 2 of them so far. Coming now into the start-finish straight. Throttle pressed all the way to the floor. Over the line. And that is his best lap so far. Tom H. Lord has just set a 90.556, which is about 0.2 of a second faster than his previous lap. Still has some time to make up to get to Josh Baker though. We're now watching James coming up for his lap now. James is in 6th at the minute, and he's just set his best lap. Phil Quinn has now overtaken Matt Van. Matt Van falling down the standings. And we have Charlie Van going around at the minute, and he's on the grass. This is not going to be a very fast lap now. He is a second, almost 2 seconds slower than his previous lap, or his fastest lap. And Charlie Van is now setting his first run, which means that he is not set the fastest lap for his first lap, but that's expected, and he is now just gone through Nets and just gone through Panasonic and is racing down to the start finish straight. Charlie Van now on his first run. Yeah. And Ben, can you get on the party chat, please? So make sure you have friended Patty and Lars and next to his party. We're now watching Cora UK. Max Prettyjohns to set his run 2 in the pink Nissan GTR. That was his best lap. We're now watching Mike Lear. Mike Lear is setting his 3rd lap now. His best lap was a 92.568. He is currently 8th in the standings. His fastest lap was a 92.568, coming through Coca-Cola. Up to the hairpins at the 6th corner of the track. Looking fast so far. Coming down to Dunlop. That was his best for sector 2 of the track. And he is coming through Nets now. Going down the extremely short straight Panasonic, where he'll be putting his foot right on the gas to go down through the straight and set hopefully his fastest time. That was his fastest lap. That's great. We're now watching Gary McCandless. Oh, never mind, we're watching Phil Q. Phil Q has set only run 1 so far, which was a 91.633. Phil Q now setting his second run of the day. Coming down to Coca-Cola. Phil Q has no description. And coming down through the hairpin now. And down almost to Dunlop. Is slightly down on his lap from last time through sector 2 and is now coming through nets. And is now coming down to Panasonic. He is slightly slower than his last lap and is coming down on through Panasonic and onto the straight now. In the standings at the minute, we have in first Josh Baker with an 89.757, in second Thomas Harrison Lord with a 90.556, in third we have Mike Lear with a 91.439, in fourth we have Gary McCandless with a 91.439. Phil Quinn is now in third actually, so Mike Lear is now in fourth, Gary McCandless in fifth, Max Pretty Johns in sixth. And we're now watching Gary McCandless setting his second run, and he's just set it. He set his best lap, and we're watching Charlie Van coming through nets and through Panasonic onto the straight. In first we have Josh Baker, and in second we have Thomas Harrison Lord. They've been at the top of the standings for a while now, waiting for somebody to overtake that. And Charlie Van has just set his best lap so far. Here we're watching Phil Q coming down through Coca-Cola, through the hairpin. Charlie Van is now up into third with a 90.422. Josh Baker has an 89.757 and Charlie Van has a 90.442. Phil Q setting his lap. He must have had a pretty big mistake in the first sector where we weren't watching him, because he is now on a 2 minutes 30 seconds behind. Josh Baker still leading, Charlie Van in second. Down the straight. Down. Phil Q has set the best. Phil Q has set the best time in Sector 1. Phil Q is now leading in Sector 1. Could this be a time that beats Josh Baker? Josh Baker is the first lap and is yet to be beaten. Coming through, we'll now see if Phil Q is faster in Sector 2. And he has set his best in Sector 2. This is looking like a good lap so far. Coming through Dunlop, through the chicane, and into net. Could this be the one that overtakes Josh Baker? Coming onto the short straight, through Panasonic, down the straight, this could be the Josh Baker beater, or he could be beating Charlie Van and taking his place in second. That is his best lap. Phil Q has just said his best lap. And we're watching Gary. Gary is currently 5th on the standings with a 91.269. That's his best lap. And he set his best time through sector 2. He's just gone through Dunlop and is coming up to nets now. Down through Panasonic onto the straight. Josh Baker has been in first. Oh, Phil Quinn from last lap has set a 90.203, which means he has now overtaken Charlie Van and is in second. Gary is slower than his last lap, and Phil Quinn only has to find about 0.5 of a second, a half a second to get to Josh Baker. Now watching Charlie Van coming through Panasonic onto the straight. And he's going to come over the line with a 1:30. That is his best lap. That is now. Charlie Van has now finished his run 3, which means he has finished the sprint. I do believe all of the drivers has now finished their runs. All the drivers has now finished their runs, and Ben is going to set his 3 runs, his 3 times. He's going to do 3 in quick succession. There'll be no one to interrupt his 3 laps, so we'll be hopefully looking for 1:30-ish. And we're now watching Ben in his green Nissan GTR coming out of the pits set to come to the start line to start his run 1. This is the last driver of the day, coming in a bit late. And he's spun, he's hit the grass, and he's spun, and he's hit the wall, which is a not good start. Apart from that, he's lucky because this isn't his lap, this is only getting to the start line. He's going to have to regain some speed now. He's lucky this isn't his first run, because otherwise he would be nowhere close to last. But I think he will be able to regain this soon. He's now come past the hairpin and he's coming up to Dunlop. He's over halfway through the track, so we shouldn't be waiting long before he gets to the start line. We are in first place. We have Josh Baker with an 89.757. In second, we have Phil Quinn with a 90.203. In third, we have Charlie Van with a 90.375. In fourth, we have Thomas Harrison Lord with a 90.556. In fifth, we have Gary McCandless with a 91.269. In sixth, we have Mike Lear with a 91.439. In seventh, we have Max Pretty Jones with a 91.846. In eighth, we have Matt Van with a 92.175. In ninth, we have James with a 92.194. And Ben is now coming through. He's just finished his first corner. This is his first run. Coming through Coca-Cola. Round. He has got through without spinning this time. Coming through the hairpin. Looking good so far. And he has just finished sector 2 and is coming through Dunlop. Up now, coming through Nets. Round onto the short, straight into Panasonic. And onto the straight. Here we'll be seeing the time for his first run. He'll be going straight into his second after this. There are no drivers to interrupt him. We will have the time come through in a second for Ben. Ben had a 92.899. That is his first run. He is currently in last, but he's 2 runs to make it up. He's faster through sector 1 already. Now coming up to the hairpin. He looks much faster than last time, so it's looking good so far. Almost coming to the end of sector 2, where we'll see if he is faster or slower. And he is faster through sector 2 again, coming through Dunlop now. Round the left-hander. Round through into Nets. Short straight into Panasonic. This is the most challenging bit of the course. And he's slightly wiggly at the back there. Which could mean that he is slower than last lap, but seeing as he has set the fastest time for himself through sectors 1 and 2, hopefully he'll be okay. And we'll have the time come through in just a second. That is his best lap, so he's faster than his last lap. And Ben has just set a 92.618, which means he is almost 3/10 faster. And he's even faster on his first lap now, coming through sector 1. He's come through Coca-Cola, now coming into the hairpin. Coming down. He's about to finish sector 2, where we'll see if he's faster again. He will be, looking at his times before now. Yep, he is faster through sector 2 than his last lap. Coming now through Dunlop and into Nets. Round coming into Panasonic right about now. This is his last run, so this is the only chance he has to beat Josh Baker. Josh Baker has been at the top of the leaderboard all race, so unlikely that he's going to be beaten now, but who knows? Ben has just set his last run with a 92.194. In first place, we had Josh Baker. In second place, this sprint, we have Phil Quinn. In third place, we have Charlie Van. In fourth place, we have Thomas Harrison Lord. In fifth place, we have Gary McCandless. In sixth place, we have Mike Lear. In seventh place, we have Ben. In eighth place, we have Max Prettyjohns. In ninth place, we have Matt Van. And lastly, in 10th place, we have James.
So I think that's everything then, isn't it, Joe? It's been quite a good evening tonight. Don't you agree?
Well done to all the drivers this race.
Yeah, fantastic. So that was Fuji Speedway. Next weekend on Friday at 7 o'clock in the evening, we are going to be running the Monza Sprint, which is a I believe we're running Group 2 next week. Stay tuned to find out if that's the case. We'll start a Facebook group, Facebook event shortly, and on the website you'll be able to pre-register for next weekend. We hope to see you then. Thank you. Goodbye.